Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are we doing? Hello, hello, hello. We're here at long last. What a crazy time to be starting in the evening. What's my headphones volume looking like? That's probably fine. Ooh, it's been a mission. So yeah, basically it took me about 4 hours to download that. I also had to start late. There's logistics and stuff, and also was making another video, so that slowed things down a notable amount. But we're here now, so yay! I'm drinking the last of my wine. That's it. That's all I've got is one glass, but hey, it seemed appropriate. I mean, no, it doesn't, but you know, whatever. So, Oblivion Remastered. Guess it were true then, wasn't it? Yeah, we knew, but that's great. Yeah, I played this long ago, 15 years ago-ish. Maybe not quite that long ago. But still getting on for that. And I don't really remember much, which is surprising given I'm fairly sure I put a decent number of hours in, but I don't. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. As people are rolling in, and we're not yet started rolling per se, you may have noticed things in descriptions and popping up on screen pointing out that we are kindly playing a copy of this game that was provided by Bethesda. So, very grateful for that. The community team have been working very hard today. I mean, they work very hard every day, but, you know, they've really been going crazy on it today, and it has just not stopped. So, yeah. Well, grapes are a type of berry, aren't they? Or something. They're a type of fruit. I don't know. But yes, the community has put a lot of work in, and I am very grateful to be included in all that. So, yes, thank you to Bethesda, and thank you to everybody who's done the very, very hard work, and of course the developers and stuff. We should probably mention them. I imagine they did a little bit of hard work over the last 4 years that they've been working on this. So, yeah, it's very cool. I did see a very silly article today saying this is really bad for Elder Scrolls 6, but whoever wrote that needs a clip around the ear, really, because they either don't know what they're talking about, I didn't read the article, or they're deliberately ignoring it based on the headline. But I wasn't going to click through and give them advertising revenue for such garbage, so, you know. If they actually understood the structure over in Bethesda, then they might have a better idea of what the impact will be, which is not non-existent, that would be silly to suggest, but minimal. So, yeah. And also, like, more than half of the development time was alongside Starfield, not TES 6, so, yeah. These people don't know what they're talking about, a lot of them. Anyway, we're here and we're ready to go. I am very, very happy. Oh, thank you very much to whoever's clicking the hearts thing that I was sure I disabled and has popped up again. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. It's not in the way anymore, so there is that. Shall we? I have done nothing so far. No character creation, none of that, so we're going to be doing all of that. It won't be the fastest paced thing this evening, but you know how it goes. Let's just check some stuff. That's not very exciting. It's pretty, but it's not exciting. But yeah, I've done a little bit of setup in the last, 10 minutes, but that's about it. Other than that, we are going to have to play it by ear and wing it and tweak and adjust and all that stuff. I don't suppose my mouse software will react to the game very much, but, you know. Also, I'm not that far above the recommended system requirements. I am above them, but I'm not that far, so we may have to play with settings from that point of view as well. Doesn't that look gorgeous? That's I do admire the artistic acumen that goes into that sort of thing. Anyway, let us rock and then possibly even roll. New game. Yes.
I was born 87 years ago.
I do like the change to his face. How did Phoenix, right?
But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams.
Hope you've all had a good day, though. And yes, we are eating well today.
Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land.
Oh, it looks so cool. Did anybody else notice how absolutely thick the Spriggans were, though?
Seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the third
Find out when you
year
get home, I guess, Phoenix, won't you?
and the final
Cross my fingers for you, though.
of my life.
It does look rather good. Yeah, exactly, Greg. If you haven't seen them, then check out the trailer that came up, the release trailer. Because yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. And here we go. This looks a bit different, doesn't it? So, yeah, I don't know how long this is going to take. I don't know what I'm going to do character build-wise. I'm probably just going to go sword and board for now. And we may or may not adapt from that. But, yeah, it's... I can't remember enough about the game to make a decision going in, so, yeah. Already playing. It's taken me 4 hours to download it, going. But I've made a video in that time as well, so, you know. Argonians. Oh, that's the wrong way to be responding to my mouse input. I move it. Yeah, I don't like that. It's moving the camera, not the character model, which is really unnatural feeling. It looks so good. My face is in the way. Let me hide my face a minute, and then you can see these guys. He says, pressing the button and getting no response as usual. Suited for the treacherous swamps of the homeland, natural immunity poisons, breeded underwater, picking locks. Don't know what the backgrounds there do, but doesn't seem to be a lot of visual difference. Bretons, we know them. Good spellcasters and magical resistance. Dark elves. Sword, bow, and destruction, if you want to go Dunmer. High elf for lots of arcane-ness, which I don't think we're going to go for. Imperials, diplomats, traders, heavy armor, and tend to favour warrior classes. Social skills, that's appealing though, for talky goodness and not getting beaten to death on a regular basis. Approximately 500 times better than Argonians looked in the ritual. I don't even remember, so no comment there. Khajiit. Yeah, looking good. Jump, quick and agile. Thieves, acrobatic, can see in the dark. That's not a bad thing. Nord, that would be a weird choice, wouldn't it? Strong and hardy, talented warriors resistant to cold. Orcs, that guy looks old. Craftsmanship and berserk. Red Guard, weapon and arm styles, hardy constitution, resistance to disease and poison. Well, we could do that and take a nod towards the likely, predicted, suspected scenario setting of TES 6 when it comes out. And Wood Elf, which I don't think I'll be doing. They are scouts and thieves and finest archers. So if you want to go stealth archer, that would be the way. I know it's not exactly exciting, but I might go Imperial. Social skills are appealing there. So weapon and armour of a Red Guard is also appealing, and he's quite a handsome fellow. I think I'll go Imperial for now, though. So we've got Nibene or Colovia. Born in the heart of the Empire, the number of cities and the size are due to travel hastily. Curlovia inhabitants such as yourself are known for their autonomy, including towards the rest of the Empire, inherited the willfulness. That's got to be me, hasn't it? Yeah. Body. Type 1. Type 2. We'll go for a dude. We're going old. I'm very old. That's not the youngest looking thing ever. I go a bit older and then suddenly years fall. Oh no, okay, maybe not. Yeah, look at that. I look younger there than I did before. I think I'm okay with that. Definitely looking forward to changing up the face though. Slightly less pallid, but generally quite pale. That's me. Not that I'm really trying to make me per se. Yeah, it's about the same size as Belfast here on PC. Give or take a gig or two. Yeah, I don't recall either, but I can't remember a great deal, so, you know. Days going quick. Well, at least that's something for you then, Calvin. Yeah, when the progress bar's in front of you all the time, the watch pot never boils and the watch progress bar never moves. Ooh, eyes. This is quite interesting. Purple. I do like a good purple eye, but maybe more for a wizard than... Ooh, look at some of these. That's creepy as fuck. Who are the chosen one? I don't think I'm going to go with red. Let's go... Is there a particularly enchanting shade of green? That's probably the best we're going to get. Let's go with that. Or I could go with a palish blue and make him a bit more like me. I'm kind of somewhere between blue and grey with my colour, so... None of them really work. Don't like the outer ring on that one. Let's go with them more green. I do like that. Skin, eyelids, pale roof. I'm not a fan of the lighting on this too much. She just looks like she's got some strong old lipstick there. Let's go back to shape. Okay. That brow. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Cheeks. Concave or convex? Concave, definitely. Maybe in the middle. Slim his face a little bit. High or low cheekbones? On the higher side. Hair is not the best choice right now. I'd like to change that back to... That'll do, it's out of the way there. He weirdly reminds me of somebody, but I don't know who. Okay, shallow or pronounced cheekbones. That's pretty good. No, definitely want narrower than that bit, I think. Eyes. Leave them where they are. I think I'll make them a bit smaller. Don't mess with the tilt too much, but move them a bit closer together, maybe. A little bit, anyway. Okay, brown nose, chin. Stay in the middle somewhere, otherwise I'm just going to make weirdness occur. And again. There, I think is all right. Can't leave it in the middle. Forehead size. Narrow it down a bit. Not too tall, I don't think. Maybe a little bit. Back and forward. Too forward, we look like some kind of alien. Too far back, I look like I had an accident while I was out horse riding and didn't mind the low-hanging branches. I think. That is the most important thing. Well, right now, I can't see past his lips, so that's weird. Jaw, retracted or jutting? What are we going to get from this? Definitely somewhere in the middle, because I don't want to push it too far forward, but I don't want it back. Thin or wide? It's at the back, isn't it? Okay. Push it a bit wider, maybe. I'll take some undercut there for sure. Yeah, maybe more concave. Yeah, maybe. Mouth, finally. Probably going to say something in the middle. Bit of happy. Don't want to move it up and down too much. Tilt? No. There's a very slight underbite compared to where he was, because he was definitely leaning too far the other direction. It's a little bit better. Okay. There's lips down a little bit. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay, now that's a bit more tolerable. Nose. His nose down a little bit. Too pointy or too... Pinocchio over there. What about that? I think it's alright. Short or... Yeah, a bit longer than that. It's good to stay in the middle because I never get that right otherwise. A bit better. Bridge. Give him a bit more of a nose bridge, I think. More than I got anyway. Short or long? A little bit extra. A little bit more snoz to him, shall we? Okay. How's that? That could work. Maybe he wants to change the hair and stuff. Okay, making some headway. Low up from classicity. Let's not have that. No, definitely not. Makeup, good, yes. I definitely want to take his lipstick off because that was excessive. I could either have it or not have it, I think. Eyeshadow is a little limited, so let's take that off because I don't think that really suits him. Lipstick colour. I can stay where it is. Yeah, just a little pinch of it, maybe. Look too good. Wrong angle in. His mouth needs to come back a bit, doesn't it? Somewhat better. Right. Hair. That's where we started. Not a fan of that one. No, it's not terrible. That wouldn't be a bad choice either. The blaster back. Ooh, something running away from me. Actually, weirdly kind of works a little bit. Kind of. Reminds me of somebody, don't know who. An actor. Quite like the mohawk, but not on this guy, I don't think. It's a little too generic. That's working for me neither. Honestly, I think there's this one that looks a bit like my hair is probably going to have to go. Colour. Well, let's make the hair a little bit more interesting than that, shall we? We can. I think we're going to go with blue, but... it's very subtle, some of this. Very subtle. Yeah. Maybe if I had more time to play with this, I'd feel like it was a bit more... Yeah, I think I'd probably be a bit more enamoured if I had a bit more time to play with it, but I don't want to spend all day doing this, you know? Let's have a look at facial hair, shall we? That's terrible. That's not so bad. It's not great. That looks like Abe Lincoln, who's been... well, that looks a bit like Abe. I actually don't mind that too much. I'd like to have a moustache on there, though. Separate hair, beards and moustaches. So I just give me a heckin' get moustache. No, I won't. Moustache is definitely not the right colour. Well, actually, the moustache isn't too bad. It's the beard that's the problem. We're going to stick with that one. Maybe this. Actually not sure I like too much of any of this. Yeah, those early Bethesda character creators were rather rough, weren't they? I might just go with a moustache, you know. You know what? I'm going to do that, I think. I don't know if I'm going to go with that one. Yeah, I think I'm going with that one. See if we can't do something about the colour on his... No, apparently not on his beard. If I make the root colour... that doesn't help. Does not help either. Okay, so... I'm really not sure about the moustache. You can make some real goblins. Yeah, you could. He needs to look older if he's going to have a moustache, though, doesn't he? He says, promptly making the guy look substantially younger. His eyes are too big. Hmm. I think I can maybe work with that. I'm quite happy with his eyes though, I don't think. It's a bit better here. Getting there maybe? I think I could work with that. I think I could work with that. Somewhat convinced by the moustache, actually. A beard does make a difference, doesn't it? I think we're going beard. In a second now. So, Imperial from Kurlovia, shrewd diplomat and trader, proficient in heavy armor, and has strong willpower. I like that one. Now I'm going to need a name, aren't I? Crap, I should have thought about this earlier. Dum-dum-dum-dum. Right. Emergency plan B. Where's my list of maybe ideas? Which is the shrubber. I could go with the name of a guy who was rescued in the part of my book that I'm writing at the moment. It's a better fit than just about anybody else. It's the budgeted one I've ever come up with, but it'll do. I'm happy with that, I think. Ready, steady, Oblivion. Right. That is not as horribly oversensitive as I would have expected, actually. It is too sensitive, but... Where are you? There we go. I'm supposed to keep it all the same for now until I find out I hate it, and then I can change it. I'm going to go with that for now. Maybe still a little bit much. Making progress. Try 30. It might be a bit too far. Let's see how we do. Yeah, that's too far. That's better. Leroy. What? Last name Jenkins. No, that can make any use of skulls and bones. A battered stool. A cup and a jug. Worth nothing. That is a really sucky place to sleep. Although, of the places in here, the only question really is one of leg room. Right.
Oh, look. An Imperial in the Imperial prison. I guess they don't play favorites, huh? Your own kinsmen think you're a piece of human trash. How sad. I bet the gods give you special treatment before the end. Oh, that's right. You're going to die in here, Imperial. You're going to die.
I don't think he likes me.
Scum like you give the Empire a bad name, you see. You're an embarrassment. Best if you just disappear. Hey, you hear that? The guards are coming.
No, we didn't, Steve. You've not missed a great deal, just character creation.
Boris, lock that door behind us.
Literally just character creation.
They're dead, aren't they?
We don't know that, sire. The messenger only said they were attacked.
No, they're dead. I know it.
What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to be off limits.
Usual mix-up at the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
You, prisoner, stand aside. Over by the window. Stay out of the way and you won't get hurt.
I can't move right now.
Sign of pursuit, sir.
Stay put, prisoner.
Good. Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
I do vaguely remember this, obviously, but...
I've seen you. Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day. Gods give me strength.
God, give you a fucking breastplate, you might have a better chance, mate. Sorry, but it's true. What's going on?
Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell.
Yeah, I mean, it's inability to deliver basic information to the people who, above all else, they should be delivering it to. And yeah, those of you who are here every day, you definitely should be getting notifications every bloody day, shouldn't you? Yeah, they're not doing good on that. Yes, I do like the change to his face, because I remember him looking really round and goofy, and now he actually looks like he has a human face, so... Why am I in jail? Do I know why I'm in jail? I'm in Imperial. I probably got into a political discussion with a guard or something and probably ended up beating his face in. Let's go with that, because I'm part of the ones that don't really like the political structure. So who are you?
I am your emperor, Uriel Septim.
Well,
By
fake.
the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way.
Why am I in jail? I got into a political discussion and kicked the crap out one of your guards.
Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for.
Oh, I haven't put my fucking face back in after all that, have I? I took it off so that you guys could see the characters' faces and the character models better. Oh, during character creation, I forgot to put it back on. Oh well, it's fine. I remembered in time. Challenge yourself to kill 500 creatures in 76 to complete a challenge, and if you did it before I started Oblivion, you'd buy Oblivion. I mean, you sure can do. Are you on Xbox, Steve? Because again, you know where this one's going. Game Pass. If in doubt, Game Pass. It's not bad advice, especially if you already have it. I've forgotten what you said already now. I go my own way. What should I do? I go my own way.
So do we all. But what path can be avoided whose end is fixed by the almighty gods?
Please, sire, we must keep moving.
Ooh. So we're sleeping on the doorstep.
Better not close this one. There's no way to open it from the other side.
Well,
Don't
depends
try.
whether or not you've been followed.
I'm
Looks like this is
watching.
your lucky day. Just stay out of our way.
Yeah, well, right now I am carrying a large pile of sweet FA, I assume. Yeah, manacles and string. That's basically what I've got. I've looked better. I've looked worse.
I told you to keep out of our way.
I remember him vaguely. It's a weird kind of drift to this. To the movement.
Close up left. Protect the Emperor.
Protect yourself. This is only the beginning. Worse is yet to come.
The captain's down. Take them down!
Lord, burn the dragon fire! Are you all right, sire? We're clear for now.
Captain Reno?
She's dead. Sorry, sire, but we have to keep moving.
Well, you know, it's I took everything.
Could they be waiting for us here?
That is a fair question. Right, so I've got a katana, which I kind of don't want, but it does more damage, so, you know, or a steel short sword, which, yeah, I don't want to be wielding a katana, but hey, you know. No more protection than what I'm wearing, but on the plus side, it's slightly less hideous, so.
Too late to go back
On
now.
we go.
Don't worry, sire. We will get you out of here.
They won't be the first to underestimate the blades. I'll take point. Let's move.
You stay
Well,
here.
it's fair
prisoner.
enough,
Don't
Steve.
try
It's
to
a
follow
viable
us.
option for, like, dipping in, though, if you're unsure. Rat meat. I don't know if that's the thing that I want or not. Okay. So looks like I'm on the way to gaining points in Blade right now. Presumably in light armor or something, because I don't have anything else on. We're going to be doing a lot of figuring out, because it's not... I don't remember much, and it's... Yeah, I don't remember a great deal. We're on the way out here, are we? And things have changed as well, so... Now can I open this door? Apparently not. Controls are going to take a minute to get used to. They just feel a little odd. There's a weird kind of drift floatiness to it. The deluxe version, incidentally, Noel, includes things like extra armor and outfits and stuff like that. Oh, there's a hole in the wall. The base game does include all the DLCs, the base remaster. What's that rusty iron war axe look? Not worth it when I've got this in my hand. I mean, it's not much, but let's take it. Okay. What's he got? Arrows, lockpick, cuirass. Take all of this. Still got the hood on. I have no pants, apparently. Put those on for now. I'll take the hood off because it doesn't do anything. It's a bit weird, but okay. The bow, nice. Well, my plan is not to go stealth archer, but clubs and torches, all those. I don't know if there's a way to hotkey in things, but I guess we'll find out in time, won't we? Rats in the dungeons, how very standard. Okay. Retrieve arrows. Fine, I hit that. I can retrieve some arrows. No worries, I did have to look into that myself, Noel, so I do fully understand the confusion. Yeah, hey. Open the door with the iron key, lovely. Open your journal, magic tab, equip clairvoyance. That's the clairvoyance spell. Tells you where to go. Okay. I will go that way later. Haha. Now I'm really struggling with these rats. I mean, they're huge. They're just the wrong... They're a little bit more blue in colour, but their fluffiness makes me think of my cat, and I feel bad. A rusty iron bow, cuirass greaves. There's things there I would like to go for. Do I want to go heavy armor or light? What do we think? CD keys got a bit cheaper. That's worth a look then. What's the other one that's like that? There's another similar store to CD keys. They do the same sort of thing. The name escapes me for the minute. They might have a deal on as well. Worth a look. Shop around, Google it. Googly. Okay. Crash. Ooh, that was a big change. I'd like to look at that better. Greaves. So the wrist irons on, just cause. Yeah, I think I'm going and I don't know, that iron one looks better. I mean, it looks better than iron armor and bloody Skyrim does. But of course it does. It's how many years more recent. Anyway. This is both familiar and unfamiliar at the same time. Like, Well, nobody said zombies were smart, right? What's flesh? That's, yeah, sensible crafting material. You dipped into Game Pass, did you, Lord Impaler? It'll take you all day to download it, isn't it? It took me... Well, it was originally going to take 3.5 hours. Which did obviously suck. But I also made a video this afternoon on Fallout, so... F that. So yeah, uploading that and also other bits and pieces, downloading stuff from the Bethesda press pages and stuff. All ate into my bandwidth, so it took a bit longer in the end, close to 4 hours. But what can you do, you know? The character looks like Ola England. Does a little bit, I suppose, yeah. Could be worse. That's not the worst possible scenario. Don't like the feel of bows right now, but that might change. I'm over encumbered because, of course I am. Use that. Rusty iron shield. Well, looks more like a wooden shield with iron binding on it, but anyway. What have I got that's probably not worth anything? Let's sort by weight. The katana I'm using, funnily enough. Club. Let's drop those first. Ah, well, I learn a thing. Works for me right now. Forgot it's also not worth anything. We might as well drop the sackcloth stuff, hadn't we? Nope, that was not the plan. So what's the drop button then? Shortcut, so left control and click, left shift and click to drop. Okay. Those weigh a lot and they're not worth much, so they'll probably be getting dropped fairly promptly. Those weigh not very much. And they're worth nothing, so... Okay, we are making some inroads. Ooh, a helmet. Don't mind if I do. Does it do anything for me? Gives me a little bit of extra protection. Don't suppose I can hide it, can I? No, that's fine. Will this game chug? System requirements aren't that bad. Yeah, kept the feel, but updated it with the menus. Yeah, will it run a Commodore 64? I've been reliant on an ice rink. It runs better than that. So I'm stable at 60 frames, but I have it... So yeah, so the system requirements are just the graphics card down from where I am. So that's the 2080, and I'm on 2080 Ti. So that's also 2019 hardware. So... there's some thoughts for you. I have got it set to ultra graphic settings, but using DLSS to run at with a performance preset and a frame rate cap of 60 FPS, and it is solid as a rock so far. Obviously, we're in inside location so far. We'll see how it goes when we leave. But that's what I have to say on the matter right now. Beyond that, I can't make a comment really, can I? How do you see, right? Is it a zombie or is it a rat, or is it a zombie rat? It's a rat. Don't know why I'm picking up all this rat meat. Armour is doing the Lord's work, I see. Presumably shielding me from the first X amount of damage, which is more than the rats can do, I'm guessing. Remind me again why they locked that door and left me behind. Still can't remember. I was too busy concentrating on the new UI and stuff, and then next thing I know, and looting, obviously. Like a good Bethesda player. Oh, the other... Yeah, that's maybe miles away. Yes, I am familiar. I do actually watch Other England's channel very regularly. My Sunday morning routine includes coffee and swallow. Yeah. Well, I say Sunday morning. Sometimes it's Sunday lunchtime, but, you know, it's a Sunday. That's only fair, really, isn't it? I'm sure as shit not watching it at 6 AM when he uploads it, though. I'll tell you that much. That's silly time in the morning in his own part of the world, which is only an hour in front of me, to be fair. But anyway, not the point. They've fixed a few glitches, have they done? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know about the glitches in order to decide one or the other, so... F is the search menu. Okay, that's a bit weird, but whatever. I eat all the cheese. I'm over encumbered. Yeah, of course I am. Quest updated. Cannot carry more items. Drop a few. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we worked that bit out already. I've got beats on, that's fine. The irons don't weigh anything, and I'm going to kind of keep them just for the novelty. How am I doing for carry weight? Bang on. I guess we're going to drop Rusty War Axe because it's heavy and not really worth very much. Relatively heavy. Yeah. Walking while sneaking makes less noise. It does. Only if you're aware of your surroundings does it matter, however. I was not. I remember being a vampire in the original, and I remember having a good time with it, so... I don't remember any details, really, but I do remember doing it and somewhat enjoying it. Guess we're having a ratatouille. If you have a lockpick, you can try and pick most locks. To move the pick from slot to slot, press A and D. Press W to move your mouse up to Move the pick upward into a tumbler. When the tumbler reaches the top, you'll hear a metallic sound and press space to make it click into place. Okay. Okay, there's definitely some nuance to that I have yet to get my head around, but we'll get there. Absolutely. Definitely a metal enjoyer. You've got an hour and 8 minutes to go and you're downloading. Well, fuck you, Steve. I know No Respawns was managed to download it in not very much time. And I was very jealous of him this afternoon. Less than an hour. Secure vampirism. I don't know that. What that was like, because I definitely didn't do that. Probably didn't do that. Yes, you! Ah! There's one where if you drew a bow back and then open your menu and dropped an arrow, and drop something, it would drop from the tip of the arrow, and it would drop the same number of as arrows in your quiver. Crikey. That's, yeah, that sounds like a Bethesda game. I say catch it at the top. Okay, I think. I am over encumbered. Again. Anything in here that is heavy and without a value? Yep. We'll see how we do from there. That can go. Yeah, that works for me. Free to heal. Okay. Can Sam Steve up for being annoying with his high-speed downloads? So $26.50 a month isn't actually that bad for internet. Especially not for the kind of speed you're getting. It's a bargain. Screw you. $9 mace. It is worth a few quid, but it's heavy. It's not worth enough to make it worth keeping, is it? Ah, well. Looks like arrow drop is a thing in this game, though. When to dissipate your fatigue, you'll be staggered and knocked down. Okay. Or easily staggered. Interesting. So sleeping is necessary. That's... F that. There's a goblin sorcerer somewhere. Get over here, Scrot. Witch, okay. Bloody goblins! Ah. 8 for 10, 10 for 25, 3 for 5. Rusty iron dagger might as well go. This isn't worth anything, but it's the best damaging weapon I've got right now, so... Shield I'd drop, but it's worth enough that I'll keep it, I think. Oh, apparently did the job. I think I have enough rat meat. So we're going to chop a few rats for the sake of skills and such, eh? You in the US by any chance, Lord Impaler? I know your geography has a... not that ours doesn't have a big impact on... Doesn't have an impact, rather, on quality of internet, but... it does have a larger one, from what I recall, for you guys. So, I now have an iron longsword, which is just as effective... no, it's not quite as effective as the katana. Okay. Well, katana's staying then. Not worth anything, but I'll take it for the damage. Did I keep my... I did not. I just hallucinated it. Okay. 18 pounds to drop. The fact did I acquire 18 pounds of weight? These weigh a fair bit. It helps. Not much, but it helps. Still rather cucumbered. Here it's not worth much. Or anywhere else. Cheese wheel, that can go. No, we're doing okay now. Thought that might be the case, to be honest. Out in the sticks, it would say over here. It's basically the same thing. That's not too bad, Steve. Yeah. Rural internet in the UK ain't great, but the range, the difference is less pronounced than it is in the US, from what I understand. So, where's the exit? I think it's probably over here where the lights are. But first... And we're back. Kinda. Extra rural. Yeah. Moonshine's still nearby. Yeah, well.
Find a defensible spot and protect the Emperor until help arrives.
Help? What makes you think help will get here? Before it goes bad?
Here they come
We
again!
need to get the Emperor out of here.
For the
Emperor! Die, you scum!
Damn it! It's that prisoner again! Kill him! He might be working with the assassins.
Fuck you!
No, he is not one of them. He can help us. He must help us.
As you wish, son.
They cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen. How can I explain? Listen, you know the Nine, how they guide our fates with an invisible hand.
Of course, you have access to the future. Yeah, pretty much. There was something recently about the fastest download speed achieved in history. I read last week. It was a crazy bloody number. Technically via a commercial connection as well. But not commercially available, obviously. Yeah, not bad, Steve. I'm not on good terms with the gods, Nine guide and protect us. I don't think about it.
I've served the Nine all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign.
They're called stars,
I know
buddy.
these stars well, and I wonder, which sign marked your birth?
Ooh, yeah. Much like the standing stones, but permanent. Increased strength and endurance for the warrior. More magicka for the mage. Agility, luck, and speed if you're a thief. Speed increases movement speed. The apprentice of magicka, increased magicka, but weakness to magic. So yeah, double the magicka increase of the mage, but with a cost. Shadow, moon shadow, grants invisibility. Ooh, that's useful. Ritual. Forces undead to flee in horror. Can heal you once per day. Fortify magicka, spell absorption. But you don't regenerate magicka. If you're on the Atronak. Tower. Opens locks of average difficulty. Tower key. Once per day. And damage reflected. 5% damage reflected. Okay. Lord. Armor rating goes up. And magic resistance goes up. That seems like a no-brainer. Willpower and endurance. Lover's Kiss paralyzes targets. The serpent deals damage and cures poison. That's interesting. Spells 90 points and damage fatigue to 100 points to the caster. Okay, that doesn't seem like a good play. Armor rating and magic resistance from the Lord does seem appealing. But so does greater strength and endurance. Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit of a jump for not nearly enough return on that, I think, Steve. He was pretty wrinkly in all of them, really. You struggle with it as well, do you, John? Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, well, for what it's worth, they put fibre optic cables in the street outside my house 18 months ago, rather, and I still haven't turned on the fibre optic internet in the area, so even though the infrastructure is in place, I can't get it, which is bloody annoying. Is all the DLC? Yes, pretty much. There's an additional deluxe edition that has like some extra armors and extra horse armor and other stuff in it. But yes, all the DLC is in the standard version as well. The deluxe version just has like, you know, add-ons like armor and stuff, not actual DLC, not content type stuff. So endurance and strength versus resistances, damage resistances. I do kind of like that. Might be the damage resistance, I think. I don't think we can go down the magic road for this particular playthrough. Yeah, I think we're going to go for that one, the Lord.
The signs I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come.
And what about me?
Your stars are not mine. Today the Lord shall prove a faithful patron in your quest for glory.
Interesting. Can you see my fate?
My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death.
Interesting.
But in your face I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
I have a lot of... there's a few people in the UK are still struggling with their downloads, apparently. Don't know if they started later or not. I think some of them did, actually. Are you afraid to die?
No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In
That's
this,
true.
I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall.
That's about trying to fight against it, because, you know, I think that will be the instinctive thing to do. When you know when it's coming, you prepare for it. Try and dodge it. But maybe that doesn't end well. Will the Knights of the Nine will make a difference in what you play? Might go Mage, might go Paladin. Yeah, like I say, the base game does include the DLC, but there are extras that are purchasable via an add-on. Just like another tenner. Steam's a good place to look at it, actually, whether or not you're going to buy it on there, because there's a separate deluxe purchase you can see on there if you want to. Yeah, that's the one. Steve's got there. Yeah, I never played any of the DLC. I never got that far through the game, I don't think. Well, I played a lot of the original, but not enough.
I go to my grave. A tongue shriller than all the music calls me. You shall follow
Morbid
me
fella.
for a while. Then we must part.
You may as well make yourself useful. Here, carry this torch and stick close.
What about the
We're the
blades?
Emperor's bodyguards. Our job is to get him out of situations like this. Although I admit, things are not going according to plan.
Euroseptum?
My job is to make sure the Emperor gets out of here alive, and I intend to do it.
Oh, very
Stay
informative.
close and let us do our job, and you'll be all right.
He wants me to use a torch, doesn't he? Used to repair gear. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Oh, I see, yeah, 78. Any word on a physical release date for this? Not yet, no. Nothing at all, actually. At least not that I've heard. I don't know that I'd entirely expect one, to be honest. Changed my mind, though.
Talos preserve us. Talos preserve us.
here!
My blood for the Empire!
Please say I didn't accidentally anger these guys. I did not. Good. They summoned a bunch of magical armor.
Prisoner, the Emperor needs help!
Yeah, give me a minute. I've apparently picked up too much shit and I can't move again.
God's blood.
I'd gladly help you whack these dudes, but you keep taking them out so quick I can't. If you wanna, one of you guys wants to shuffle off so I can just help myself to your armor and your shield, that would be great.
Hold up. I don't like
Oh,
this.
dear God.
Let me take a look.
My only experience of the Dark Seducers is via the Saints and Seducers DLC, creation rather, in Skyrim.
Looks clear.
So,
Come on. We're almost through to the sewers. Damn it! The gate is barred from the other side. A trap!
What about that side passage back there?
Worth a try. Let's go.
to be honest, if the side passage is open and the gate ain't, if it's a trap, it's because they want you going down the side passage, right?
It's a dead end. What's your call, sir?
They're behind us. Wait here, sire.
Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life.
This one
For the Emperor!
For the Emperor!
I can go no further. You alone must stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants. He must
Which
not
Daedra
have
is it
the
in this
Amulet
game?
of Kings. Take the amulet, give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son. Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
How am I supposed to know who Joffrey is? Ooh.
You chose a bad day to take up.
You thought we'd go down easy?
Don't worry, sackcloth hat.
No. Talos, save us.
Now on him.
We failed. I failed. The Blades are sworn to protect the Emperor. Now he and all his heirs...
Marin's Dagon. I thought it was.
The amulet. Where's the Amulet of Kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body.
Give it to me.
Strange. He saw something in you. Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septim. They see more than lesser men. The Amulet of Kings is a sacred symbol of the Empire. Most people think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say. He must have given it to you for a reason. Did he say why?
If I remember correctly, it's because he wants me to give it to Sean Bean. The rumour that I get a physical release later. I haven't heard this rumour, but who knows?
Joffrey? He said that? Why?
There's another heir.
Nothing I ever heard about. But Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order. Although you may not think so to meet him, he lives quietly as a monk at Waynon Priory, near the city of Coral.
How do I get there?
First, you need to get out of here. Through that door must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate. That's where we were heading. It's a secret way out of the Imperial City. Or it was supposed to be secret. Here, you'll need this key for the
Clearly
last
they
door
knew
to
of
the
it and used it to force the Emperor down here, so there would be less protection.
There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced knight. Am I right?
Ah, choose your class. Major skills of your class will start higher than other skills and are easier to increase. Okay. So blade, block, blunt, hand-to-hand, heavy armor, illusion, speechcraft. That's a good, strong possibility, yeah. Warrior, armor, athletics, blade, block, blunt, hand-to-hand, heavy armor. That's good, yeah, but I do like the speech thing. So barbarian, light armor, but a lot of other things. Crusader, The restoration and destruction. Okay. Archer. Well, that's about what we'd expect for an archer. Scout, acrobatics, alchemy, blade, block, light armor. That's actually not a bad idea if we wanted to go light armor. Rogue. So, or I could go with a custom class. Which is kind of tempting, actually. Could I go combat, magic, stealth, combat. Strength is damage with longswords, claymores, maces, war axes, battle axes, hammers, and bare hands. Intelligence is magicka, dagger, short swords, bows, and fatigue. Speed, endurance is health, personality, and luck. So I've got 2 to choose. So the knight has strength and personality. It's the skills I'm not sure about, but I do like the idea of personality. Armor, athletics, blade, block. Blade and block I kind of like. Blunt, hand-to-hand, heavy armor. Don't know how many you can pick here, but... Maintain weapons armor, so... Armor, blade, block, heavy armor. Going for that. Right, how quickly you run some sprints? Take that one. Don't really want it. So I have to take all of these, apparently. I'd like to drop that. And that. Put an extra point in somewhere else. But apparently I have to take them all, so I don't really like that. It's kind of no point. Let's go with the knight then, shall we? Because I don't see the point in doing anything else if I'm going to end up in the same place. So actually, it's not the same place, is it? Because there's illusion, speechcraft going in there, which I don't have. Everything else, though, is the same, isn't it? It's illusion and speechcraft I might do differently. Okay. Kind of tied into this so far. No, okay, let's go back with the knight thing, because, yeah, after all that, I'm not actually happy. That's the one I like the most. Because I do want the speechcraft.
I thought so. A few rats and goblins won't give you any trouble.
Oh, they did confirm it, did they? Okay. Gotta get an enemy out to scene being, he surely won't die. Yeah, exactly. I do like the idea of having physical releases, Steve, but I mean, ultimately, the idea that they won't go away is not entirely true anyway. It just means it'll take them longer to go away, you know. The hardware you play it on gives up eventually anyway, so... It's not going to last forever, with the best will in the world. Yeah, and more likely it'll be a box with a code in it. That's usually the way they do these things these days when you go for a physical copy, isn't it? 10 films and 1 TV show where Sean Bean hasn't died. Can you name them? Nope. Well, he didn't die in The Two Towers or The Return of the King. I'm pretty sure he did feature in those. Although he was already dead in Two Towers, so maybe let's cross that off. Well, he was technically already dead in both, but he features live in The Return of the King without dying in it. And his corpse wasn't present, so does that count?
You must get the amulet to Joffrey. Take no chances, but proceed to Wayne and Priory immediately. Got it?
As long as he's not a little blonde shit, that's all I care about. Wayne and Priory, Joffrey, okay.
The Emperor's trust was well placed.
Think of the Nintendo's game with the Switch, where games are cards. Your game cards just fancy housing for CD key. Well, everybody else has been going that way anyway, Steve. Gray, sorry. Yeah. Sharp. He didn't die in Sharp, do you not? That doesn't surprise me. That's the only TV show I know he was in, to be honest. No, I know there are others, but it's the only one I can name. What are you doing?
I'll stay here to guard the Emperor's body, and make sure no one follows you. You'd better get moving. May Talos guide you. By the way, thanks for recovering Captain Renault's sword. I'll see that it is given a place of honor in the halls of the Blades.
Balls. Which means I'm going to need an iron longsword as my weapon, because he's taking the other one away from me, hasn't he? I would prefer... Well, I'll get a bit of sword in time, won't I? Yeah, it's fine.
Leave the Emperor in peace.
I was totally going to do that and not take any valuables upon his person. Okay. Doesn't look very barricaded to me, but anyway. He didn't die in the movie Mirrors, which was trapped in a reverse world. Okay, fair enough. A football film. Pass. So I haven't actually seen that many of his films and stuff, really. Not the biggest film watcher ever. And I kind of find myself watching less as I get older, incidentally. Lewis! Sounded weirdly excited about that, didn't I? These remind me of the sewers in The Witcher, first one. Houston, we have a problem. We have a bug. See what I'm going to do. That does seem to help. Yeah, you buggers. Took a bit of damage, but hey, it's alright. A quick heal. Silent Hill, As in the Silent Hill, or as in something unrelated? Holding a bowl and shield in the same hand is definitely a novel approach, yeah. I'm not convinced it's an effective approach either. There's a door there, okay. Yeah, it's a good meme now. Well, a hunch, but that feels like an exit more than the other one does. Probably because it is. Yeah, there's a lot of screwing around to decide that I didn't want to change my class after all, really, wasn't it? It's fine. A sewer rat, which is a variation on any other kind of rat, apparently. Getting nostalgia vibes over the goblins. Yeah, they are. Actually, they remind me of something more, more like Skyrim ones, aren't they? And here we go. I don't think there's anything else to do in here. I don't want to leave. Don't send me out there. Okay, no, that's a lie. I do want to go out there. Edit identity, birth sign, class, etc. Standard there. Don't think there's a lot that I would want to change. Nah, I'll stick with that, I think. This is a better haircut, maybe. Nah. Yeah, I do see it now. Okay, there's definite, like, Ola England vibes there. Just quickly check the. Let's say the time on that is 11:16 p.m., which is far enough back that I'm not going to do that. I would like to drop illusion in favour of something else. And probably blunt as well. Mercantile, maybe. Security. Not that it matters that much, does it? Let's see if I can't. Okay, combat. Ah, I effed up, didn't I? I done goofed. So I've got two I can do. Speechcraft. And I can put one more in here. So I could do mercantile. Tempting. Security, always tempting. Let's be honest, security's more appealing there. Sneak, not terrible. I'm in heavy armor, it's not really my vibe. Alchemy. Magic reflect damage, that's not a bad idea either. Neither's restoration, to be honest. I am going to go with security on the bottom end there. Now I'll have a custom version of my character, of my class that just tweaks those a little bit. I feel like I'm down one skill though. Adventurer? What do I want to call my class? Yeah. I mean, there's adventurer, that works. It's a bit too obvious. Silent Hill based on the game. I vaguely remember that it was a thing. I don't know if I saw it or not. I have both films, yeah. I definitely saw one of them. National Treasure. My plan. Didn't see a lot of those. Survived and he was a good guy in Flight Plan, huh? What do we call this class? Still a knight but better. The plus, yeah. Field Marshal. Well, knight but better would be a paladin, right? Wouldn't it? But the security thing gets a little bit weird. Bodyguard, adventurer, mercenary I don't really like. Problem solver. Warrior. Cavalryman, Hedge Knight works, yeah, I like Hedge Knight actually. It kind of keeps the same thing but doesn't, it's a little bit more out there and not bound to anything. It's a bit of a Ronin thing but without the Japanese connotation that wouldn't make a lot of sense in this situation, which is why katanas also don't make much sense, but anyway. Yeah, I like that. Create a Hedge Knight class, yes. Let's go. Escape the Imperial sewers. I got me an achievement. More stuff coming from Bethesda there. We got a problem or we're not? Cavalryman's cool. I kind of need lances, though, for that, I feel. Assassin's Creed did the dirty on you. Well, I can't say that comes as a terrible surprise. It's a Ubisoft game. Right. Anybody know if, where, and how I can hide the UI? It's a Bethesda game, and normally you can. Got a little bit of menu jank going on here. Canada for McAvoy, which were the boats. Yeah. Eastern themed continent we haven't seen. Okay, that makes sense, agree. To a degree. I'll allow it, I suppose. Let me work out how to hide the bloody UI though. Yeah, that does make sense. Well, some sense. I follow you anyway. When a game makes you fight to put in a cutscene of you losing. I can live with that provided I am outmatched and it doesn't feel horribly artificial, I would say, on that, Steve. But when you get that situation and they do it to you when you're winning the fight, that really pisses me off. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order did that to me. And it very much angered me by doing so. Hardware ray tracing for limited features when supported by graphics card. When graphics card is not supported, the game will default to software ray tracing. Which it does if you have it switched off anyway. I presume I'll just leave it as is. It's fine. So yeah, it looks like there is no option to hide the UI. Just a bit sucky. So my frame rate has dipped a bit now I've come outside. Red arrow on the compass shows the direction of wind and prairie. You can walk there, follow my compass, or use the map to fast travel, or I can just set off and start exploring. See how we do. It's raining, it's pouring. Well, it looks good. Sinks like a stone. Nah. A slaughterfish, it probably is. I should probably get out of there and probably get bitten. You were winning. Yep, unacceptable. Design the fight better. Needed ruin. Right, isn't it? I do feel I should probably find somewhere to go and sell some stuff. I'm out here. There's the sewers. There's Vilverin. Imperial City Prison. Market. There's Wayne and Prairie out by Coral. There's Bruma, Shaden Hall. Keengrad I also remember. Kvatch I don't remember. Anvil I remember. Breville I don't remember. And Leowin I don't remember. Don't think I came down this way very much, to be honest. Oh, that reminds me, by the way. Did you see the post that the Sky Oblivion folks put up? I'm going to go this way, actually, for a minute and see if I can't get rid of some of the stuff I'm carrying because I'm cucumbered. I know a lot of people were like, is this going to dick over those guys who are making, and girls, of course, who are making Sky Oblivion because, you know, remake and blah, 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 blah. To which the answer is no. Because not only are Bethesda continuing to not stand in the way of the development of Sky Oblivion, they have also, it turns out, offered and been accepted and therefore given every member of the development team a free copy of this remaster. So yeah, they handed them keys out for it. The whole damn team, which is really lovely to see, I thought. It was a really good thing. To be fair, I got one as well, so I'm grateful there. But the fact they did that for those guys who were ostensibly, theoretically somewhat competing, just is another nod to Bethesda supporting the modding community, being there for them. where it's reasonably practical to do so. That's really, yeah, I thought it was a really decent thing of them to do. Like, going above and beyond, I'd call that. Like, allowing them to make the mod and not stopping them from doing it is, you know, basically a decent thing to do anyway, because technically speaking, copyright and all that means they do have the right not to do that. I assume this is the prison, is it, that I'm standing by? Yeah, not get me into the market via the gate to the prison. This could go terribly wrong. I thought I was experiencing some lagginess there. I've had a bit, but not too much. I'm not going back in there. They'll try and toss me back in a cell. At least I shouldn't have them. 48 seconds. Enjoy, Steve. What kind of character are you going to play? Wanted. The Grey Fox. Wanted for theft, embezzlement, forgery, pickpocketing, counterfeiting, burglary, conspiracy to commit theft, grand larceny, tax evasion, slander, fraud, perfidy, emphasis on that, is he? And impertinence. He's wanted for impertinence, is he? That's probably what I got put in prison for. Whereas Grey Cloak conceals his appearance, presumed male and Colovian. Oh dear. Between 5 and 6 feet, normal weight, hair and eye colour unknown. This guy sounds a lot like me. Speak to Hieronymus Lex. I'm sorry, hon. I mean, I could, but go on then. One I can do. Simplica the Slow. Have a coin.
Thank you, kind sir.
How many
I
rumours?
shot at 3 brothers a couple of days ago. Not sure which one I talked to, though.
Really? How did you manage that if you're a beggar? Persuading and back. Grey
He's a
Fox.
fairy tale. The Imperial Watch pretends there is a thief king named the Grey Fox who controls all the thieves in Cyrodil. Of course, it's all just made up to give them an excuse to keep us down.
Of course. We try and persuade her, but then we go for now. Okay, so we're going to plan the way to go sell some stuff. You're going sneaky. You're going to end up being a bow-wielding thief anyway. Oh, fair enough. Right, well, coin purse seems like a sensible place to start. Old habits indeed.
Welcome to the copious coin purse.
Sorry, I recognise that
What kind
name.
of deal can I make for you today?
Not so much the face, but to move Imperial City.
Best prices in town. Why? I'm smart, and you're smart. We know the right people. We get the best deals.
Interesting.
Bothiel, from the Arcane University, is looking for someone to chase the bandits from Camp Ailes. Probably trying to enhance her weird machine.
Interesting. So let's do some shopping.
For sale here. What can I interest you in?
So that's him, this is me. Okay, alright, let's start over here. He will buy things. I don't want to steal short sword, but
That's a fair deal.
I feel like there was more of a haggling thing in the past. There was definitely a persuasion thing to improve my selling, but I don't really remember. Let's step back out and see if we can figure that out.
Goodbye. Please come again.
Go come again.
What kind of deal can I make for you today?
Skyrim is set out to deliberately play a different place. So, yeah. Well, I've gone sword and board because I'm not familiar enough with the other mechanics and systems to make a better decision at this point, which is why I'm going the way I'm going. That might change as time goes on. Okay, it's in an attempt to persuade, you must admire, boast, joke, and coerce. Each raises or lowers the character's disposition. Don't take too long as it's steadily falling. When you hover over an action, the face shows the reaction to it. can be love, like, dislike, or hate. Disposition increases if you get it right, basically. And decreases if you get it wrong. Potential gain or loss is based on your speechcraft and how full the wedge is. Try to select fuller wedges when they are aligned with the action the person likes. Select emptier wedges when they're aligned with actions he doesn't like. Okay.
Listening.
Oh, Jesus Christ, scared the Jesus out of me. The cat was sitting under my foot and I moved it. Where is she? Where the heck's she gone? Right, lady, hang on a second, I want to go and apologise to the cat. I just booted it. Well, I didn't, but you know. We good. We all good. You'll sit under my feet. She stands in front of my feet when I'm walking around in the dark as well. If I get a little loo or something and it's dark. A brilliant idea for a black cat. Right, let's go.
You win this one. Please. I'm embarrassed, but thank you. You're revolting.
I understand.
I doubt it.
So we're at that point. Okay.
That's foul. Goodness. What can I say? I doubt it. I can't argue
That
with
went
that.
well. Okay, I see. I think I'm getting the hang of this.
That's enough. No, you do me too much honor. I doubt it.
F this.
That's foul.
So...
What a wonderful compliment. I doubt it. I can't argue with that. Not funny. Not even a little bit.
Progress, I guess.
You win this one. What a wonderful compliment. I doubt it.
Right, I get the hang of it. So I would like to... I don't think I want to... I'll have to go with a not great admire
What
there.
a wonderful compliment.
He hates jokes. Okay. Let's...
I doubt it. That's enough. Get away from me.
Right, okay. So...
You're
start
revolting.
there.
Goodness. I doubt it. I won't
That went
fight
well.
you.
That's as good as I can get, apparently, because I can't start at this point. Okay.
That's very good.
So I improved his attitude towards me. I guess that maybe means I get better prices, I think.
There's something to suit you.
Can't remember. Alright, start over here. I want all of that. He's got lots of money, that's fine.
A good price for a good customer.
Keeping the wrist irons just for novelty for now. Although they are occupying space in my inventory. Don't want to sell anything else. Okay. So these have weight. They do, but not very much, do they?
A good price for a good customer. a good price for a good customer.
Don't think I want that.
You got a good price for a good customer.
Cool. Nice. So I dropped a decent amount of stuff. Not as much carry weight as I'd like to lose, but let's drop a few of these. Don't get anything for them, but I get rid of a few. They don't weigh anything either, so there is that. Cool. What's he got? Anything good? Interesting. Stuff that does my persuasion good. Otherwise, nothing particularly interesting, I don't think. Cool.
A pleasure to serve you.
Goodbye. Please come again.
Nice. Well, that was a productive mission. Temple service resume when I come down from the ceiling I jumped to, yeah, pretty much. City Arena, Palace, Plaza District, Stables, Northern Gardens, Arboretum, Temple. University, Waterfront. There's so much that I do not remember about this place. About this game in general, so...
The whole chapel desecrated?
No!
Without question.
So long.
Bye.
That, I bet I know who this is.
You have my ears.
No, it isn't.
What seems to be the problem?
I like your armor. Directions.
What are you looking for?
Tell me about
The
landmarks.
Imperial Palace is at the center. The 6 districts are arranged around the palace like spokes of a wheel. Starting in the northeast, moving clockwise, you have the Market, Arena, Arboretum, Temple, Talos Plaza, and Elven Gardens districts. The waterfront is south of Temple District. The Arcane University is south of the Arboretum. The Imperial Prison is north of Market District.
Tell me about the city.
When the city is quiet, everybody is happy, right? If you like noise, maybe you're in the wrong place.
Tell me some rumors.
Emperors have been assassinated before, but this time, I don't know. It's different. Can't you feel it? A shadow is falling across all of Tamriel.
Tell me about the
He's
Grey
just a
Fox.
thief. He's supposed to be the head of the Thieves Guild. Oh, what a joke. Can you imagine a bunch of thieves trying to form a guild? The nobility hate him, but the peasants and the beggars love him, especially in the waterfront.
Okay.
If you run into trouble, come find me.
Bear that in mind. How's my boy look? Not too bad currently.
Look tired, my friend. I hope you're holding up all right. Words come down from the captain. No breaks until further notice. You ask me, he knows something. There's trouble brewing. You're a good man. We could use more like you, that's for damn sure. You ask me, you'll be getting that promotion in no time. Well, I should go. If you need any backup, just give me a shout. Hail, good citizen. How can I be of service?
Walk on and let my head turn. Like that. Probably done that from further away, but that's fine.
Just one call.
37% should be done by the time you're off work. Nice, Grey. Athletics just climbed a bit. Tell you what, It does feel fundamentally different to Skyrim. Oh, now I know why people jump in everywhere to raise their athletic skill. Yeah, it does feel quite fundamentally different to Skyrim, as well as also you can kind of tell it's part of the same series at the same time, which is good. That's what you'd want, really, isn't it? There's a cool thing on the mountains up there. To the north. How good is the map? Probably not good enough to give me any information on what the heck that is. I want to be over this way a bit. It's coming up to midnight, so we'll do a little bit more. I don't mind staying on a bit later, especially today all days. And we'll see how we get on from there, and then probably put a pin in it till tomorrow. What are we on at the moment? Just over 2 hours. That sounds fine. Really? Is that it? I feel like it should be longer than that. Not in a bad way, but... I feel like that number is not accurate, actually. Just... maybe it is. Ooh. Guest. Alright, well... let's have a poke down in here, shall we? See what happens. That's the Wizard Tower DLC, is it? So, am I doing a bad thing coming here early? Well, I guess we'll find out, won't we? He's not very happy. I'm not very happy, he got me. That's worth a few quid, I'll have that. What about his battle axe? Worth 35, weighs 27, not worth the carry weight. Probably. We look up the DLC and then at least have some idea of what I'm seeing there.
Who's there? What's that? If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. I've fought mud crabs more fierce than...
Yeah, sure you have. Pull them off, see if I can find a weapon, because I'm sure that... oh, there it is, in the corner. That's an iron mace, it's not worth carrying. Yeah, ignore that weight to price ratio. 4527, that's better. Your acrobatics high enough, you have a really high jump. Ah, I see. Having to jump around a full story in the air feels good. I both understand the appeal and don't entirely share it.
Hello? Who's there?
Certainly does have the feeling of Alien Ruins.
Who's there? Showing your face is the last mistake you'll ever make.
I did not do the best job of that, but okay. Better than anticipated as well. Better than I thought it was going to for a minute anyway.
Better cut down on the ale. Starting to see things, I am.
Yep, wrong button. The timing right on that is definitely a thing that I remember, but never got the hang of yet. And Claymore. Six protection. So that'll be an upgrade over the one I've got. Better. Iron boots, presumably better than rusty iron boots. Rough leather boots, rather, that I had, yeah. So we're getting some slight upgrades in quality here. Just slight, but we'll take that for now. I could go blades and block with the iron claymore. The damage listed has been the same anyway, so there's not much point really, is there? I'll show shortcuts. Okay. Rolling.
I'm just warming up, pathetic worm. Die, cur.
Very dirty. Prefer the dog comparison to the
Is the baby
ow.
gonna cry?
Okay. 8 to 11. Yeah, well, I'll drop it if it's not good, can't I? Over encumbered. Okay. What value? Rusty iron bow. That can go. Those are broken anyway. They might, well, they were 10, but they also weigh 2. 5 and 15, 12 and 20. Drop that 'cause it's heavy. Weigh 18, worth 20. Those can go as well, I think. Rusty iron cuirass should probably go as well. It weighs 30, but it's only worth 40. I'll probably be dropping that at some point, but for now we'll hold it. Catch you later, Noel. Have a good one.
Who's there?
That went better.
Damn rats, always skirting around in the shadows, making.
Oh, left. Damn cat is up to no good. Put 2 boards in front of a guitar amplifier that she keeps trying to use as a crouching post, so she's pulled the boards over. Hang on a second, I'm going to have to go and attend to that. Somebody wants attention, don't you, fluffy little troublemaker? Excuse my re-entering frame backwards. It's a good job she's cute. Yeah, it feels good so far. I haven't got, again, the best comparison, best frame of reference really for comparison there, but it does feel good so far. 2 and 8. Guessing an iron warhammer is going to be worth 60, weighs 30. That's actually not terrible. As bad as I was expecting, but... Laced leather pants. I am now cucumbered. Okay. So, what's not worth a lot, but it weighs a lot? Yeah, and the cuirass probably. Yeah, feels good so far. Can I check how my fatigue looks? Yeah, it's down there, it's fine, okay. Brief History of the Empire, Volume 4. Another door down here. Belverin Carousel. Right, I'm going to run back the other way and just explore the other direction because I didn't finish it off. Cucumbered indeed. It's going to be a theme, unless I am very much mistaken. Ooh, I ran into a wall. Vulcan stone, I'm guessing. Yeah. Weighs one worth 50. Can't remember what they're for, but I remember them being a thing. Multiple games on the go. Struggling again, apparently. Struggling to remember the controls as always. It's an actual bed here. Maybe we should have a nap. Shoes. Bunch of Welkin stones. Dirty scroll. Now, is that dirty scroll in the sense that it's grubby, or dirty as in it's not safe for work? What do Welkin stones do? I assume they're over here. Destroyed on use. Absorb power. They restore your magicka or something then? I cannot. Well, let's use one and find out. Mind you, they are worth 50, so it just seems slightly wasteful. Maybe we'll do that later when I feel like it. It's been a very long time since I last played Oblivion, so... Is the cat still under here by my feet? No, she just walked past me. I thought I sensed something. Onward and onward. Aelid cask. I'm not surprised I'm over encumbered there, but oh, that's a lot to drop. Benign cuirass at 85 is worth a good bit of cash, so... Oh, is there anything that's heavy and... Yep. That's the whole value of the cuirass dropped, but freed up a bit of weight, so...
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get.
It hurt because I got cocky then. Ooh. Hidden door. Completed. Bandit. Nothing good on him, unfortunately. Somebody wants to come and have a go. I do remember it being easy to get lost in these places. It's an illustration from the Lost Arcane made. Yeah, that would definitely answer the question one way or another, wouldn't it? After a toss-up between Khajiit and Wood Elf it is. Well, if you want to go down the sneaky sniper road, then yeah, Steve. Bosma have Cockney accents and eating people. Okay. I've heard about the eating people thing. I vaguely recall that. Cockney accents news, though. But they did say in the showcase today that they've changed it so there are unique voice styles for each of the different races. Ooh, it's a zombie. Dum. I wonder if they put kill animations in. Somebody was asking about this earlier in the day. You know, I'm wondering if there are kill animations circa Skyrim. I would like to see that. Don't see any evidence of it right now, though. Ooh, scary boys. And a steel war axe, which would not be better than my sword. Discord notifications. Which I'm going to hazard a guess are coming from Bethesda Discord, or Bethesda's creator Discord. Which, as you can imagine, has been very busy today. Has not stopped since I got up this morning. That particular Discord. Not sure if it's water or if... that was water. It felt like it might be something else. Don't see anything else down here apart from bit of water though. Aha, there's a way through down there. Okay, well, look at that in a minute. Do I know offhand what an orc's proper name is? Yeah, kinda. Orzima, I think? Something like that. I think it's Orzima. Like halfway between Bosma and Orc. But it means that the name Orc comes from a shortened version of their full correct name. I do remember that much. it's the hardest lock we've done yet. Oh, I already checked. Yes. Yeah, we're here. Okay. Oh, I might have a level. That might be trying to tell me I have a level. Is it? I don't know. I don't know how to level up. Apparently I do have a level. Blade would be the thing I think I'd want up. My timer is almost going to level up. What am I missing here? Because it does say I've got a level here, but I don't know how to use it. Oh yeah, how do I power attack? That's the thing I need to check. Oh, far more worse snow elves, yeah. I vaguely remember that. Ah, higher skills gain, higher skill level, more experience gain. When skills improve, level up bar appears, showing the amount of experience gained. When the bar is filled, you can level up. Click at any time for level up by looking for this icon. And then level up by sleeping in a bed. Okay, good to know. Yeah. Always worth remembering, those games usually have a help menu in them, and I, for one, forget about it all too often. Shit, how many lockpicks have we got? Lots. Heck. Gotcha. Didn't get my shield up quite as quick as I wanted to there. It's not an amazing problem. Major problem, rather. That's right. I seem to recall it was less of a timing thing, and there was a visual indicator when you got it right in the past. But I'm not getting... If there is a visual indicator, I'm not seeing it yet, anyway. It's definitely too soon. I do sometimes remember that doing it in reverse order was easier as well, but I don't know if that's me imagination kicking in or not. Fuck off! I need a large quantity of lockpicks, please. I think I'm already using iron boots, aren't I? Yeah. Those are in better condition, though. Not found many repair hammers yet, considering my armor's taking a bit of a bashing. I feel like the armor is maybe wearing out a little faster than I'd want it to. Okay, I think I've hit a dead end here. Might mean I've explored everything. Probably does. Maybe it does. Ooh, I'm in the water. There's one... Oh, there's another door here, isn't there? Okay, yeah. Hmm. Bit of a giveaway there, wasn't it? Kind of wanted to hide behind the wall there, but... There you go, skilly boy. Skilly boy looks like he could do with a good sandwich. Skellies definitely have the appeal and vibe of OG Oblivion. I don't know that much. Sword blades are thinner than expected. We need an updated version of Lean Wolf's better weapons. There's one of those mods for Skyrim as well. So I usually use it, in fact. But yes, they do look better than expected. Still a bit chunky, maybe, but this is a basic iron sword, and it's supposed to be look shit and kind of look it, so... Eh. This would appear to be a dead end, that's fine. That doesn't look good. Presence of Daedra suggests that if I get this wrong, I might be regretting certain aspects of my life's choices. Iron shield. Well, that over and come with me. Eight and 11. 25 pounds over. I do feel like something weird has occurred there. Can I get rid of? It's going to successfully drop quite a lot of weight, but not a lot of cash. Maybe we should turn the music up a little. I dropped to 9 shield and something else that weighs as much. I'm way over the carry weight from the look of it. I didn't notice. Not sure how I didn't notice. 8 and 11. That's not the best ratio ever. That might have been the one I had equipped. £5. With arrows. Not well enough to get anywhere by dropping those. Ay, ay, ay. It better be worth it. Transfer the thickness of things that need it, like Spriggans. Yeah, they definitely did transfer it to the Spriggans. First bloody thing I noticed when I saw those Spriggans was just, you know, how much extra wood they were carrying. Gotcha, dickhead. Well, I didn't do the right thing. I'm sure what the right thing was, but whatever it was, I didn't do it. Nice. Patience. Ah, a key. Wonderful. Well, I don't think that I did that very efficiently, but hey. Okay. Because I fully understand that. We'll figure it out. Stone. Something like that, wasn't it? Getting shot by that guy was no worse than what happened when I blocked his arrow. That's unfortunate. Do we have Skyrim doors, though? That's the next question. Sell Sancromethy. Sancromethy. Did they write this down without the intention, without actually reading it out loud first? Because it does feel like they did. The hair on the... Yeah, something. Oh, I'll start with the left. Going sideways might be the play, rather than forward first. Could be wrong though. Shite. Yeah, that's better. That's how we power attack. Yeah, there we go. Click and hold.
What's that?
Nothing to see here.
Your presence here will not be tolerated. Die!
Jalbert, who's now dead. With black wide pants. He'd be very much in fashion at the moment. Dark shirt. The braces. Take those. Kelsey has is worth having. Could have a nap in here. Probably will have a nap in here, in fact, and get that level, but... Reliquary. I'll take all of this. Undelivered letter. Now look, my friend, I apologise I have not written before now and pray that you worry not. How could you have known that your patrol would stumble across my outing at the cemetery? There was no denying my deed, a sack full of limbs and grey soil still fresh on my boots. With your men standing by, what choice was there but pursuit? Lest they suspect your own true nature. Truly, I'm glad it was you to expose me and not another whose spellfire may not have missed my escape so widely. My new haven provides safety and bodies to work on, whether those long dead or hapless bandits. I'll be content here for some time, though I dare not yet say where. Care for... Casey? And know that when time comes, I shall return to live again in our beloved Daggerfall. Until then, Captain Cardius, remain vigilant and always hidden. So... Fine iron longsword, yes. I take the shield, but... does that vary from one? I'm sure I had pants on at one stage. Maybe not, I'm walking around in me Grundies. Weighs less. Doesn't do more damage, okay. Doesn't look any different either, but it weighs less, so you know. What's the current one worth? 20. I mean, I'm already over encumbered, so what's the worry? The worry is I actually can't move. Okay, fair enough. Gives me a smidge of extra protection. Not much, but hey. A bunch of food or anything like that might be worth ditching. A little bit, maybe. Is 3 worth 50? That's not such a bad thing. I did notice that Jalbert has some pants, actually. I was thinking this. Man's doing better than I am, allegedly. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop that, aren't I? Oh well. So you served me well, but you served me adequately. More accurate. What's the necromancer got in his sack? Stuff that he shouldn't have, naturally. Black wide pants, okay. What do they do? Nothing but cover my leggies, so... There we go. They clip slightly through my shoes, because, yeah, of course they do. Where are my boots? Did not help. But they are slightly better than no pants. Slightly less breezy adventuring, yeah, exactly. I mean, in hot weather, maybe. And I suppose it might be distracting to one's foe if your enemy comes running at you, tackle out, you know, but... A quick nap will do the job. Grab a level up, shall we? You have ascended to level 2, and I could put up 3 attributes. Strength, yeah. Personality, I think. And endurance would be good as well. Do that. That's what I can do, okay. Repair magic items, ooh. Repair hammers last twice as long. Okay, so they don't necessarily break. They're not necessarily single use, that's cool. Blade, power attacks do more damage, blades are more durable. Heavy armor, degrades at normal weight, and it'll degrade more slowly as I level up. Okay, that's certainly not something to be sneezed at. Wonderful. I had a feeling I might have a key. Nothing wrong with a refreshing breeze. It's true, as long as it is refreshing. As opposed to being the kind of breeze that freezes your knackers off, you know? Definitely things that are wrong with that. And there we go. Close enough to being a Skyrim door, but it counts. Voila! Wonderbra. Somebody hostile around him. It might crowd for stars. Somebody was shouting. Oh yeah, there's people over there. Let's see what occurs. A fight, not terribly surprising. You set yourself on fire. You should have set yourself on fire walking through that.
This ends here.
And down you go. Huntsman leather pants. I'll stick with the black pants I've got, thanks for now. Wide black pants. Get laced leather pants, this is slightly better. They look better than what... Yeah, they actually do look better than what I've got. And like they might possibly not clip through my shoes, so let's give that a go. They don't clip. They do look like I'm not wearing pants again, but I actually am, so... I will take it. Oh, I can't remember whether... I assume the shops close at night, don't they? So it's 2 AM. So, 3. I think 6 hours. Refreshing breeze versus ball shivering chill. Yeah, definitely one and not the other. It's not my idea of a scamp. Get back here, yes, great. Get gold trimmed shoes, very nice. A mage's robe, a minor wound tome, okay. I think his gold trimmed shoes might be worth a little bit more, but it is what it is. You can get something Daedra to accost me whilst I'm sleeping, before I wake. There's a castle somewhere over here that I saw. Over there, yeah. Don't know if I might want to explore that, maybe, but for now... That fish has jumped out of the water. After going swimming in the North Sea, cold balls don't bother you. Sucked into your body and haven't descended since. Yeah, I can imagine that's more or less the case. North Sea does get a bit nippy on occasion. Apparently, sprinting is a thing that wasn't in the base game, or the original Oblivion, but the remaster has it added. According to the showcase we watched this morning. I don't remember not having it in the original, but it was many, many years ago. I don't feel like I'm sprinting very fast though, so... Ooh, me. There's cobblestones. Not quite 3D. I think if I turned up the graphic settings a little bit more, it would look even better, but we are fluttering around a little below the 60 FPS mark at the minute because I don't have a lot of headroom and I'm streaming on top of running the game, so the computer is working rather hard.
Welcome to the... What kind of deal can I make for you today?
Let's see if I can't...
For you?
Some more out of him. I cannot.
I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodil.
I want highest prices because I'm selling.
You drive a... That's a fair deal. You drive a hard bargain.
So I will sell those and put the other ones on in a minute.
That's
so better,
a
Nick.
good deal.
I'll do the same with that Anchorus. Wearing the leather pants. Leather boots can go. They're not worth much, but they can go. of the bracer. Apparently I'm wearing and is busted. Okay.
You drop. That's a good deal. You've made a good bit of gold. An excellent bargain.
Okay.
A good price for a good customer.
Fire damage on target. I don't think I learn from that, do I? I think I do learn from.
You've made a good bit of gold.
Still haven't experimented with what that thing does, yes, have I? Cool. I don't think he has much. How am I doing for cash? 1,500.
Goodbye.
Not that
Please
interesting.
come again.
So, let's quickly get dressed again. It's going to do a lot of repairing right now, I don't think. Let's quick save. And find out what a Wilkinstone does. Magicka is maximum. Okay, so it buffs my Magicka. Cool. Don't really need that. Even encumbered now, you see. Yeah. First edition. Okay. But yes, it certainly wasn't universal, was it? Spells and staffs. Divine Elegance. Okay, what's the deal with that? So why did a strip? Because gear has condition. And I was selling the least high quality stuff that I had on. And which took that off.
To divine elegance because you
Jesus, look at the mouth on her. Catch flies with that.
Has what you want, or no one has.
Let's see what she just got.
Need new clothing? I have a fantastic selection.
Yep, you have a terrible selection.
The Fighters Guild is recruiting again. Not a bad way to make some money if you've got the stones for it.
Helpful.
Take care.
Right. Mystic Emporium, okay. If I walk in here and there's somebody called Meg as the proprietor, I'm going to laugh. Calendil, I remember that guy.
Welcome
vaguely.
to the Mystic Emporium. Calendil is here, with all your needs under one roof. Look
Small eyes that are
and
very
buy.
close together.
Nothing could be easier.
It's purchasing spells.
What can I interest you in?
I see. Presumably teaches me the spells if I buy them in that way.
Go ahead.
What
Can I interest you in?
So yeah, lots. Ooh, Hands of the Atronac. Resist frost, fire, and shock. Not so terrible. Rather pricey though.
Good day.
Well, you don't have anything I'm interested in right now. Eat corn on the cob sideways. Just like whole. Oh. Yeah, pretty much. Now we're talking. Slash and smash. Now you've got my attention. I like that. Herbal Grow Orklug.
Herbal grow Orkog. Knows you
Gold.
need axes and blunt weapons. Big ones. So he makes them and sells them here. Slash and Smash, the big orc weapons shop. Big weapons for big heroes.
That's what it says on the tin, don't it?
Let's do business.
Deal many things, but not what I want. Short sword, but I wouldn't want that.
Be seeing you.
Probably. It's good after passing it early and I'm still streaming. Well, I haven't been going that long, only 3 hours. And we're going to wrap up soon, so... Gilded Carafe. Ow, my ear just hurt. Cat's gone to sleep.
I have everything for the budding alchemist under one roof. Far more than Thorinir would ever have, despite his horrid business ethics.
Oh, we met that guy and sold him lots of things. Why do we not like him?
That guy is going to run me out of business soon. His prices are so low, I don't know how he does it. I think he's up to something. If you're interested, you should head over to Jensen's Good as New merchandise. She heads up a committee that's trying to investigate him.
I'm interested.
I have
See what
potions
you've
and
got.
everything you need to make your own. What will it be?
Many good things, but not what I'm after right now. Best defense. Mario Rufus Venere.
The best defense, that's me, Morrow Rufus. Light armor, the very best.
Tell me about Hieronymus? There we go. Getting there eventually. Hieronymus Lex.
He's that Imperial Watch Captain that's always chasing after the Grey Fox in the Thieves Guild. Chasing after shadows, if you ask me. The Thieves Guild probably doesn't exist. And it's a sure bet the Grey Fox doesn't either.
But that texture is a lot more detailed. Tell me of the city.
You must have heavy armor. See Varnado. So heavy, so ugly. But it's your choice. The Mythic Dawn have been leaving notes in Talos Plaza. I hope no one believes their lies. Good day.
I'm Bernardo. I handle the heavy armor at the best defense. I'm also an advanced trainer in heavy armor, so I know what I'm talking about.
Interesting. Any rumors?
Fighters Guild is recruiting again. Not a bad way to make some money if you've got the stones for it. You want light armor? Pah! Why wear fluffy flutter when you can wear real armor? But if you must have light armor, talk to Morrow Rufus. Idiot.
Yeah, they definitely have cleaned up the dialogue and sort of remastered the quality of the audio, which I was expecting, I've got to be honest. Right, let's try and persuade this chap. Again,
I won't fight you. You think that's funny? Really now, you're pathetic. Goodness, what can I say? You win this one. Sorry, I don't get it. Don't make me laugh.
It's not going very well. Okay, so I was going there.
Goodness, what can I say? I won't fight you. What? You're full of it.
I'm really not doing so well here, am I?
No, you do me too much. You're a big, fat liar. That's enough. What a
That's
dumb
better.
joke. Goodness, what can I say? Don't make me laugh. That's it. You
That's
think that's
better.
You win this one. Please, I'm embarrassed, but thank you. Don't. Sorry, I don't get it.
Not quite where I wanted it, but okay.
No, you win the. That's just stupid.
Making progress and my speechcraft has improved. Okay.
Sorry, I don't get. What a one. You're pathetic. You're pathetic. You win this. You think? No, you do me too much honor.
And that's as good as we're getting. It took a minute, but we got there. Same voice lines tidied up. Yeah, exactly. Just found a repair hammer. I've got a couple of them. I've not used one yet. I might have to look into it soon. Have they added any new Khajiit or Argonian stuff? I know they've cleaned up the character models, obviously, in a big way, but I don't know much beyond that.
It's not bad. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodil.
Fortified blade and blunt and heavy armor and drain luck. Well, that kind of sucks. But reduces your health as well. Oh, that doesn't seem like it's that great then. And staff. Oh, it's got steel cuirass. 300. That might be worth doing. So that's how we haggle. Okay. Don't understand. I do not understand. I'll buy it right now.
You're a fine negotiator.
Well, you say that.
Come
Okay.
back and see me again. Good day.
All right, let's get that cuirass on. Ooh, definitely looking better now.
It's
I
my
don't think he
pleasure.
had to steal
Please
anything else, did he?
What can I interest you in?
He did not. Oh, he's got steel boots. How am I doing for cash? Yeah, I'm doing all right.
I let that go too cheaply. Thank you. Come again.
Cool.
Farewell.
Never got the persuasion minigame. It took me a while. It's not actually that bad. In this particular... Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. In this particular occasion, yeah, it's not too bad to get your head around, but I'm not sure I'm a fan of it. Of course, Korea. 3 Brothers Trade Goods. Justine's Good as New. The feed bag. Fighting Chance. That seems like it's worth a look. Kept looking up and he's cleaning himself. Rosan.
Welcome to A Fighting Chance. I'm Rosan, proprietor. I sell the best swords in the city, and I offer advanced training for armorers.
You
The
realize?
Fighters Guild is recruiting again. Not a bad way to make some money.
Right, let's barter with
Only
her.
quality goods for sale here.
Battle Axe of
What can I
Hatred.
interest you in?
Fine Iron Longsword. I've already got one of those. Steel Dagger, Steel Helmet, and Steel Longsword. Mine those. See if we can't bring the price down a little bit.
Go ahead.
So she doesn't like. She likes jokes and boasting, apparently. Okay.
Oh, that's great. That's really too much. Don't waste your... I wish I could say that. Oh, please. That's great. What nonsense. Well done. You can't scare me. I wish I could say that. Oh, please. That's really funny. What nonsense.
Alright, so sideways is good, up and down is not right now.
Well done. Is that so? That's really funny. What nonsense.
Make it progress.
I like that. Not now. What a... Is that so? Remarkable. Is that... Where'd you get that? That's good. Don't try to manipulate
Wasn't what I wanted, but that one could go there.
So? Oh, that's great. Not... What a great
better.
story. I like... What nonsense. I wish... You can't scare me.
And that's as good as we're getting, apparently.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Look back, Ancient. The gist of it is use her facial expressions to figure out which ones she likes and which ones she doesn't like, and try and get as many blocks in the ones she likes when you click them as possible, whilst making sure you click on the one she doesn't like when there are as few blocks in it as possible. But obviously the positions of them are randomised, so they always rotate in a clockwise spin. It's not too bad to get your head around, but it's not a particularly great addition, I don't feel. I didn't the first time round either, as far as that goes, but... Steel helmet, steel longsword. Slightly more damage, weighs considerably more, but that's the way it goes, isn't it? It's the iron helmet.
An excellent bargain.
Cool.
Thank you. Come again. Farewell.
I really do look like I'm not wearing trousers, don't I? I should have I sold all my shields? I have, haven't I? That was not very clever of me. I'll do something about that in a bit. No, I haven't actually. Just didn't look like it was showing up for some weird reason. Okay. Old school jank. How's that seal sword look? Not much better than the previous one I had. Slightly more ornate in the hilt. With a bit more authority in the chop, I should imagine. Decent point, I think. Did the job. It's not really a long sword, though. It's definitely more of an arming sword, but anyway. Playing as an Imperial, I believe. Yeah. But not one of the core ones, one of the argumentative or colony-related ones. It doesn't necessarily fully cooperate with the Empire. Three Brothers Trade Goods. Let's have a quick look in here. See what we got before we press on. Sergius Versus. Oh, Varus.
Tertullian, Sergius, and Cicero. The three Varus brothers. I'm Sergius.
Any rumors?
Gray Fox sounds like a dangerous thief.
It's any other kind, really.
Only quality goods for sale here.
An Akavari Sunderblade. Cool. What's worth that kind of money, though? I don't think I want what he's selling, though.
You too.
Some goblins around here recently.
What did you miss? Yeah, that's pretty much the whole start of the game. There's one thing, well, I mean, there are many things that give away the age of the game if you are looking for them, but one of them is that the city is not exactly busy. With diamond jewellery. Last thing I want to do, the feedback, is go to Jensen's Good as New merch, as she has a quest for us, so might as well do that while we're here.
Feel free to browse, friend. It's nice to see a new shopper. I was afraid I
Got
lost
that
any
bottom
hope
lip,
of
though.
new business ever since Thorinir opened up.
Yeah, let's see what she's selling first
Do
up.
business.
Akavari Warblade. Green silk garment. Nothing I want, but Grey Fox.
Blasted thief. I hope they string him up when they catch him. He's a slippery one, though. The beggars are his eyes and ears.
Lots of references to him in Skyrim as well, aren't there?
Everyone comes to the big city to buy and sell. Why not? More stores, better selection, better prices. I know that Dovanoran is getting up there in years, but he still knows a bit about alteration.
Alright, talk to me about Thorinir.
So, Claudette sent you, huh?
She
well,
did.
Then, she usually sizes up people well, so you may be just what we're looking for.
From the top.
I'm the chairperson for the Society of Concerned Merchants.
Course
We
you are.
formed this group a while back to keep a nice, fair economic balance in town. Not every store is a member, but we're slowly trying to convince them to join. Everything was fine until Thorinir opened his shop
Fair economic
nearby.
balance sounds like a monopoly
Selling
to
all
me.
sorts of merchandise, he undercuts prices like you wouldn't believe. He doesn't always sell what we sell, but it is still a problem. People who buy tend to want to spend their money there. That leaves none for us. It's getting so bad, a few of us may have to close up shop. He outright refuses to join the society or even discuss the matter. We are convinced he's up to no good. What we need is for you to case his establishment and figure out where he gets his inventory. Find some proof of his wrongdoing and let us know. We cannot do it ourselves, as he recognizes all of us. The job pays a fair bounty in gold when he is brought to justice.
Yeah, justice indeed. I'm not quite convinced, but anyway.
His inventory must be stolen. It has to be. He prices less than it costs to make some of those things. Go see for yourself. I hope you're more successful uncovering his scheme than we've been. Thanks again for your
Wow.
help. We had no other place to turn.
There we go. Asking about rumours may lead to great treasure. It might. There was a tavern somewhere, or an inn rather. Merchant's Inn. There we go. So I've got a level somewhere along the way. There it is.
Good morning.
Can find the keys.
Hail.
Bellas Hosidius.
What can I do for you?
Rumors?
Everyone's talking about the assassination, of course. Here, take my copy of the new Black Horse Courier. Go ahead. Keep it.
Ah, I suppose it's a newspaper then. Any more
If
rumors?
you're looking for books, First Edition is the only place in the city to find them.
Right, let's get chatting then. So he doesn't like the admiration. He likes jokes and coercion.
That's pretty good. Whatever you want. Don't waste your flattery on me. I doubt it. Good one. Yes, yes, whatever you say.
Screw the pooch there.
What nonsense. Don't. Please, I'm sorry. Not now. Not later. That's pretty good.
Okay. So that's as good as we're getting, is it? Okay.
All right, I get it.
So
I do have a bed available for 20 gold a night.
Jesus.
Would you like to rent it?
Yes.
Good. It's up the stairs there. First door on your left. Sleep well. Goodbye.
That's a lot of money for a bed, 20 gold. So an hour's kip and get a level. There we go. So we'll stick with the usuals. For now. Cool. Black Hole's Courier, Special Edition, Emperor and Heirs assassinated, Elder Council named as regents. Emperor Uriel Septimus VII is dead at the age of 87, having ruled Tamriel for 65 years. He was killed by assassins unknown. At the same time, in separate locations, the Emperor's three sons and heirs, Crown Prince Geldol, 56, Prince Enman, 55, and Prince Abel, 53, were slain by other assassins. An investigation into the identity and motives of the assassins is underway, but Elder Council, Imperial Guard, and Blades have forbidden the publication of reports and rumours concerning the event until further notice. By ancient precedent, the Elder Council rules the Empire until a new Emperor is crowned. No direct heirs survive, and the Council has proposed no list of candidates. Chancellor Okato, Imperial Battle Mage, is speaking for the Elder Council, presenting an appeal to the Empire's citizens for calm, and has asked that people remember the Emperor, his sons, and the Elder Council in their prayers. Emperor Uriel's early reign was marked by peace and prosperity. The Empress Kolavoria bore him 3 healthy sons, was a loving companion to the Emperor, and a great favourite of the people. However, the Emperor and the Empire suffered terribly during the Imperial simulacrum of a 10-year period some time ago, where he was held captive in Oblivion while the usurper Tharn assumed his appearance and ruled in his stead for a decade. Crikey. Emperor Uriel was finally rescued and restored, and the apostate defeated by the agency of the sorceress Rhea Silmain and her shadowy protege. But the affairs of the Empire were in great disorder, and Empress Kolavoria, exhausted by her ordeal, withdrew from public life. The decades following the Restoration were once again peaceful and prosperous, increasing political tensions among the petty states of northwest Tamriel, which presumably means Daggerfall and Hammerfell. finally erupted into the wars of the Iliac Bays, resulting in the establishment of the modern borders of Daggerfall, Sentinel, Wayrest, and Orsinium, culminating, well, it was close, with the remarkable events associated with the war in the West. The later years of the Emperor's reign have seen a flourishing imperial influence in the provinces, and with the fortunate resolution of the religious wars and the Vardenfell crisis, and with the wise and firm guidance of King Helsith and his mother Queen Berenzia, the extension of high imperial culture even in some more remote parts of Morrowind. That was a long and overly drawn out sentence. The paragraph in a single sentence. The Emperor's murder and the murder of his 3 sons is a terrible crime and a great tragedy for the Empire. Battle Major Kato assures us that the resources of the Elder Council's Legions, Guard, and Arcane University, and the Imperial Battle College, are being employed to bring the assassins to justice. But in the meantime, the greatest tribute the citizens can offer to the memory of our beloved Emperor is to go earnestly and diligently about our daily affairs, honouring the life of the great Empire he loved so much, and served faithfully for so long. There we are. You like playing Breton than me? I do like playing a Breton. I've never played an Arganian, though.
Hello. Ever needed cash in a hurry? You should try Jenseens.
Jenseens isn't bad, especially if you need to make a quick couple of septims. What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
Yeah, they're somewhat half-elves. But certainly more, they're the most magically inclined of the more human races, aren't they? There we are, 7 loaders there. That is not the best menu I've ever seen, but we'll manage. Okay. Apparently I have some damaged armor. Let's have a quick look at some of this. Yes, but other braces. High break chance. They did both break, apparently, so... Yeah, there we go, that was interesting.
You need something?
The Chestnut Handy Stables now offers to protect your horse. Seems handy enough.
So I've heard.
Goodbye.
Take care.
Yeah, there are certain traits that are decidedly Bethesda game, and the way the characters interact with each other is definitely one of them.
Attacked. Now the prophet ranting about the end of the world.
Anvil's in uproar, yes. I do remember the town of Anvil, I have to admit, vaguely. Vaguely. Took a minute to see we were closed down. But 1 o'clock, 10 past 1 in the morning. We ran out a little later than I would normally do. 3.5 hours. It's an average length for a stream, but at the same time, we did start a lot later because it took so darn long to install the game, and I had a video to make at the same time. Which, 2 things are not entirely unrelated, but yeah, that was cool. You should have pointed ears was one of your favourites in ESA. Interesting. Can't say I've ever played a Breton in ESO, I don't think. Oh, excuse me. I don't think. But yeah, I've played a bit of ESO, obviously. But didn't stick with it, so I do prefer the single-player games. How's it going, Tengu? Hope you're doing good. Anyway, folks, yeah, that was fun. Really enjoyed that. As I say, it's been a long old time since I last played Oblivion, and playing the remaster is really cool. And yeah, there is much that I don't remember and little bits that I do. Like that dialogue wheel system was definitely familiar and unfamiliar at the same time. You know, I didn't really remember the ins and outs, but I remember the system. And I vaguely recognise my way around the Imperial City, but I don't remember where anything is. But I'm reading the shop names and I recognise those and that sort of thing. So, yeah. All in all, pretty cool, I think. Definitely keeps that vibe of the original whilst bringing it up a long way. And I think if I did push the graphics a bit harder, it would look better. But I might be able to set a lower frame rate and see how that looks and see whether or not it stays stable. We might try that next time. If it's stable, it might be okay doing that. Because I've currently got it set to 60 and it's not quite stable there. But the graphics, certainly with some of the lighting stuff, I might be able to push it a bit harder. I don't know. It'd be nice to make the most of the remaster. But my headroom on my graphics card is small, given that I'm streaming it. It'd be fine if I wasn't. But I am, you know. So don't forget to buy cheap spells. What could go wrong? Yeah, I couldn't possibly imagine what could go wrong. I don't think I want to either. Yes, definitely fun. Really, really happy to check this out. Really happy to be playing it. Very, very much appreciative of Bethesda sending me a key for this one. And yeah, we're going to be playing some more. So, Black Marsh newer DLC area. Yeah, I've not been down there before, I don't think. So, again, we'll get there eventually. We are only level 3 now. Let's take things one day at a time. Speaking of one day at a time, we're going to play some more of this tomorrow because, yay, it's cool. There are a whole bunch of things happening in 76 though as well, so we might have to squeeze a stream of 76 in later in the week. And we'll play some Avowed at some point. So today's Tuesday, so I might... Well, we'll see what happens. I might play Fallout on like Friday or something, maybe do Avowed on Saturday. That might be good. And then make that the last Saturday stream, sort of, for now. And then we set into something more of a rhythm. And then next week we'll see what the heck goes on. I might do something like that. We'll see how I feel. So it'll give me like 3 days of Oblivion to get the ball rolling with, wouldn't it? So we'll see how we do. But yeah, we're going to play this tomorrow. Video-wise, a Fallout video went up today going over the new stuff. It was very brief on the bug fixes and more complex changes, but the big feature stuff I went into a bit more detail on. That's Time's Winged Chariot and all that. And yeah, I am working on a camp build for Fallout, but that is, again, with everything going on, both game-related and IRL, that's had to take a bit of a backseat for a couple of days, so hopefully I'll get back to that tomorrow. Should be good. Anyway, yes, thank you for hanging out. Hope you've enjoyed. Yeah, join us for some more about 8 o'clock tomorrow. Now that we've got the game installed and I don't have to wait for extra hours. Yeah, about 8 o'clock. Should be good. So, until then, look after yourselves, stay safe, and I will see you all about that time tomorrow. Yeah, buttons down below, all that good stuff. I'll see you then. All right, folks, my brain's not working because it's too late at night. I have not forgotten Atomfall, don't you worry, MB. That will be coming back in just as soon as I can, find some room. Because it's a challenge at the minute. But I will be getting back to it. I definitely want to do that. Yeah, anyway. For now, we'll be there in a bit. No, folks.